Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm gonna be playing some more Minecraft. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Um, Now keep in mind, while I was off camera, I worked on that checklist that I wanted to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I got written down so far. So far I got my dog names written down. Uh, and then I got the checklist on the 7th page. I know it's not much, but as of right now, that's all I really wanted to do. Um, so yeah. The first thing I wanted to get done is finish up my base, then try and go to the Nether, then get all the stuff I needed there, get to the end. I gotta kill the Ender Dragon. Then, if I want to, I can just um build and kill the Wither, then make a beacon, and that's pretty much all I really wanted to do. Maybe I could do like a little weird, like, I don't know, like kind of like dance special or something. Maybe. Crap, there's a creeper right there. Uh, Wait, I wanted to make some like a campfire in the future. Um, you know what? I think I should make like at least one more pickaxe for right now, and then I guess go and try and find some pumpkins, so I can make that copper golem that I wanted to make. Wait, I need a feather, so I can make a brush. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and get all that done. Um, since that's one of the main things I needed to get done, anyways, is like get a brush so I could make so like if I find any like stuff that I can use to I guess, you know, dig or whatever, since that was in like an update, um, like not too long ago. I could try and do that. You know what? I'm gonna put up my copper ingots, mostly since I don't want to lose that just in case. And also, I'm gonna put up my sticks too while I'm at it, since that's also something that I needed to put up. Um, yeah, this is like a big reason that I needed a copper golem, was so I could try and sort out all this stuff right here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to keep that bone in my inventory, so that way I can actually try and tame another dog sometime in the future. Also, I'm gonna have to get some jungle planks, um, so that way I can actually, work on my base a little bit more. Um, so whenever I get around to it, I'm gonna try and do that. Wait, I know I saw a creeper out here. I just don't know where. Come on out, you stupid creeper. You've already blown up my your your kind have already blown up my base so many times, so show yourself. I just really need to try and finish up my base. Yeah, I need as many jungle planks as I can get my hands on so I could fill up that hole from a creeper explosion, and also work on some stairs, so that way I can finish up my roof. Um, Mostly because that's kind of like the one thing I needed to get done, is like make my roof after I finish up my walls, and also finish up the underside of my house too while I'm at it, since that's also another big thing I needed to get done. Um, while I have the time for it. Um, which I'm gonna need a lot of like stone for. Um, so yeah. I'm gonna have to turn all of this into jungle planks, then all of this into oak planks. Wait, I think I'm also gonna need like four more, uh, you know, oak logs, so that way I can actually, you know, work on my like the corners of my base a little bit more. You know what? While I'm down here in this like weird little mine system, I'm gonna try and mine out some of this cobblestone, so that way I can actually have a little bit, since I do need a lot of it. Um, all right, let's just go ahead and try and work on my base. Yeah, this has my base has taken me this long to almost to get this far. Yeah, that is crazy that it has taken me this many episodes just to get done. Um, Mostly due to the fact that, well, I've never really built a house in survival before. I've only really done it in creative mode. Um, yes. Wait, I never saw a baby zombie riding a regular one. I've never saw that before. Um, I don't know how rare that would be. If it is pretty rare, then yeah, I have seen a lot of rare stuff this series. I've I saw pink sheep right at spawn. Um, and if that baby zombie riding an adult zombie is rare, then yeah, that's another rare thing I've seen. So yeah, there are a lot of zombies. I'm not risking that until I get some torches. Good thing I have a lot of coal out here. That is honestly easily the best thing I could have done is get a lot of coal. Um, Mostly so I can make some torches. Uh, all right, let's get inside my base. Um, you know, not until I finish up the underside of it first. Uh, all right, let's go ahead and fill all this up while I have the time. Uh, all right, I think I'm doing pretty well so far in terms of base building. Now, if you don't like how my base ends up, please let me know and how I could update it accordingly, and I'll try and make some adjustments to it. Oh crap! I gotta take out this zombie right here. Uh, all right, time to enter my base again to sleep through this storm or whatever. Uh, Behave yourselves, dogs. While I sleep a little bit. Oh come on! It's not even gonna let me sleep, even though it's clearly storming. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna take half of my coal to turn it into torches. Mostly since that's the main thing I need to get done. Um, alright. Next, I'm gonna have to, try and put up the rest of my sticks. Um, so that way I can actually have at least a little bit of stuff. Uh, I'm gonna have to put up my torches so I can plug up the holes on the side of my base. Uh, alright, that's good for right now. I'm gonna put up the rest of this jungle wood real quick, since I don't really need that right now. Wait, do I have any? I only have one piece of birch wood, so if I need any, I'm gonna have to go out and collect some more. But yeah, I'm also gonna try and, uh, you know, collect some like oak wood while I have the time for it. Crap, I almost forgot that some creepers blew up, my infinite water source. I almost forgot about that. And right now, I don't really need it anyways, if I'm being honest. Mostly because I don't have any buckets to collect it with. Um, Alright, let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna have to... Yep, there we go. I got some of those so I could try and fill up the side of my house. Um, you know what? I want to get a pet pig and a villager sidekick whenever I can in this playthrough. That is one thing I really want to do whenever I get around to it, that is. Yep, I'm gonna have to get back to my base, like, now. Mostly so I can plug up like, the corner that's left right here. And also so I can get some sleep in. But first I'm gonna get some sleep in, since that would be the safer of the things I can do. Uh, alright, let's sleep. Yep, whenever I wake up, I'm gonna have to, you know, first build, you know, some stairs. I wanted to build some oak stairs. So that way I could actually have a little bit of stuff that I wanted to get done. Um, alright, I have 20 stairs. Now I'm gonna have to get some dirt. Uh, one, to try and plug up some of those holes, and for two, to plug up the side of my house. Um, but first I'm gonna use this 7 piece of dirt to fill up the side of my house. Um, Mostly because I think that's the direction it needs to go in. Alright. No, stay away from me, you stupid creeper. Uh, alright, I'm gonna need more oak. Um, Mostly so I can try and work on my house, like the roof of it anyways. Um, alright. Yep, that already screwed up. So let's go ahead and build it like this. Uh, yeah, there we go. Um, Crap. So I'm gonna have to build it up a little bit more. I'm gonna have to, gather some dirt. But actually, I can just do it like this. Um, Alright, let's go ahead and focus on building up, the rest of my house. And I already screwed up again because I noticed that I built a corner piece whenever I wanted to build, whatever, like, build it around the side. Um, okay, let's mine the stair. Alright. Uh, let's jump up here so it'll probably be easier. Uh, so let's go ahead and build it like this. Um, yeah, this is the main reason I wanted to craft some torches for whenever I eventually fill up the roof. Um, you know, hopefully it doesn't end up being uneven. Hopefully, anyways. Um, yeah, this is gonna take a little bit, because stairs have always been really difficult to deal with, like, unnecessarily so. Um, so yeah. Maybe, I'll try and build, like, some buildings off to the side, for whenever I want to, build expansions. Maybe, hopefully. But right now I'm gonna have to gather up as much oak planks as I can get my hands on. Yep, I'm gonna have to lure this creeper away so my base will be safe. Yep, that was honestly pretty smart yet pretty stupid of me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to gather up more oak so that way I can, try and work on the roof of my house a little bit more. Uh, yeah, good thing there's a lot of oak trees around here. And also I think I have some saplings for oak in my base, I think. I could be wrong though. Um, so let's go ahead and try and gather up more oak, like especially the saplings. I think yep, I lost my saplings whenever I went down into that cave and died. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna need more iron, particularly so I can, try and, you know, uh, I guess, create like a farm or at least a bucket. That's the main thing I wanted to do. Uh, is like create a farm so I can have some sustainable food sources. Uh, so yeah. That's all I really needed right now. So that way I could build a farm later on. Um, yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more oak. Um, so whenever I get the chance, I'm gonna gather some more up. Since there's a lot of oak trees out here. Also, while I'm at it, I might want to. In the future, I'm gonna try and build like a little house for my dogs, so they can have their own little space. Um, I just want to have my dogs be like treated like their own little companions instead of tools to help me defeat enemies. Um, like I want to treat them as companions because they technically are the closest things to companions that I have right now. Anyways, like theoretically speaking, anyways. Um, since I most likely won't have anybody playing on this world with me, for the time being. Like, I would love to have somebody playing on this world, but as of right now, I just don't see a way that would be possible as of right now. But yeah, let's just work on gathering up this wood while I can, since I really need as much oak wood as possible, for my base. Now, I'm gonna try and get at least, you know what, while I'm at it, I'm gonna try and get at least 3 stacks of oak logs. So that should give me at least 12 stacks of oak wood. If I need any, I'll just smelt it or whatever, or turn it into sticks, maybe, or maybe even have some other alternative uses for it if it so calls for it. But I'll just keep them as planks in my chest, mostly because I probably won't need anything past planks for a while. For that reason alone, mostly because creeper explosions and stuff. That would probably be the most I would really need the remaining oak for. And also jungle and birch while I'm at it. Wait, I just now realized I want to try and collect a pumpkin. If I can find one, that is. Another dog. I wanna tame you. Thankfully, I have a bone right here. Hopefully, I can do it in one shot. Come on, boy. Darn it! You didn't tame in one shot. I just want you to come with me. I want you to be my friend. And same goes to you too, but I don't have enough bones. To give you, to tame you. Man, are wolves greedy or what? There's 3 wolves. I want to have as many little wolf friends as I can get my hands on. I'm gonna turn off my mic. Alright, let's just work on my base, since I should have a pretty decent amount of wood that I need. I should have more than enough. You know what, while I'm at it, I'm gonna collect some flowers. Since I kind of need as many of those as possible for collar tags, like for collars on my wolves. Yeah, I want to try and at least create a unique collar color for my wolves, so that way I could actually have something to identify them by. So yeah, let's gather as many flowers as I can. Yeah, I also got some glue out here, so yeah, if I manage to get some more bone meal, I'm gonna try and use it on the dirt to create more flowers. Mostly since I know that works like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and create some dye here. Yep, I'm gonna create 1 purple and 1 orange. Oh man, I really want to have more wolves. It really sucks that I don't have any bones that I know of. That really sucks. But yeah, let's get some sleep in. Mostly because I know phantoms are like a big threat in this game, and by far one of the most annoying enemy types in the entire game, if anything. So yeah. Wait, let's see if I have any bones in my chest. Crap, I don't. That really sucks. You know what? Let's move over the pink and wait. I don't have any blue dye. Um, for that in particular. Okay. Um, yeah, I know I didn't get too much done today. And I've already been recording for over 20 minutes. That's insane. I guess I've just been kind of relaxed by this playthrough. I guess I've just been that relaxed. Uh, wow, I got half a stack of um, dirt just from one mound. That is crazy. Um, you know what? I'm gonna have to try and make enough for that one corner down there for my and also that corner too, since that also needs some. Um, I'm gonna try and kill some skeletons if I can. Um, so that way I can actually have some more bones. Uh, all right. Uh, yeah, this is weird. Um, ooh, there's some coal right here. That's honestly really cool. I need that. I need as much as I can get my hands on. Uh, maybe there's even some iron down here while I'm at it. Uh, I don't know how much coal there will be down here, though. Please don't let any mobs spawn. Ooh, there's some copper, too. I need that. Um, I don't think I'll need too much, coal, but I will be needing as much as possible. Um, so that way, like, if I ever run out, I'll have tons to spare. Like, if I ever need it. Okay, there's some coal right here. Um, let's go ahead and mine this copper. Crap. Uh, well, at least... No! I ran out of... I don't have enough stone. Let's just get out of here. Since, you know, I'm... I need to get out of here, as quickly as possible. Come on! I need to avoid any and all mobs so that way I can actually... I'm gonna have to try and go get another pickaxe. Not going through that way, for pretty obvious reasons. Since there was a weird hole there that would, most likely kill me on the spot if I ever tried to exit it. Let's go ahead and get back to my base. I will be going back to that one cave system since, that is a reliable, mineral source. Alright, I got 14 coal. I also need to make a pickaxe while I'm at it. Thankfully I have some sticks and copper. That's honestly really good. I need to make as many pickaxes as possible. Uh, Solely so I can, keep mining. You know what, while I'm at it, I'm gonna, uh, you know, uh, actually, let's see what the crafting recipe is for this. Uh, I need to put this here, and make, um, as many of them as possible. So that way I can have more than enough if I need it. Alright, that's more than enough. I think right now. Um, Alright, let's go ahead and turn the rest of it into planks. Uh, okay. No! That's not what I was wanting to do. Crap. Oh, man. It's fine. I can just go get more. Um, so let's go ahead and put this stuff up. Since I don't really need it right now. Uh, I really need as many, like as much stuff as I can get my hands on for items. Um, but not important items. I'm gonna put this book and quill into my chest because I know it's an important item. Um, Also, you know what? I'm gonna leave that dirt in my inventory solely for the fact it's like a more important item that I don't really need to put in my chest right now if I want to go caving. All right. let's go ahead and wait for this copper to get done, so that way I can put it up in my chest. And I won't have to wait too much, to, get it all done. Okay, just one more. Uh, I'm up to 33 copper right now. That's honestly really good. That's better than what I need. Unless if I somehow die and lose all my stuff, and I need to replace it all. Okay, let's go back to that cave. So that way I can actually, try and, go caving for a little bit. And whenever I get back to the surface, that's whenever I'll try and end the video. I almost made myself look like an idiot. No. Stay away. I don't want to die just yet. Maybe I can take it? Maybe I can take on this Enderman. I need an Ender Pearl. That is like the main thing I need right now. Okay, let's just attack it. No! Stay back. Okay, let's just try and take you out. Yep, I need to get to my base and heal up. Never mind. I need to get back to that Enderman, wherever I found it, which is by the cave, so that way I can gather up my stuff again. Okay. I need to gather up all my stuff. Oh man, that had me scared. But yeah, I need to gather up any and all stuff that's left. Whatever it is. I don't know if the Enderman picked it up or what. Thankfully, I didn't have too much stuff on me to pick up. Okay. Let's put on my armor, since I need that, for whenever I go caving. Let's also pick up this, pickaxe, since that's also a really important item right now. Alright. I don't need too much more items past what I got. Wait. Didn't I have 3 extra... I thought I had 3 extra torches. Okay, there they are. That's honestly really good that I managed to find the stuff. Now let's go into that cave. Wherever it's at. Wherever the entrance is. I got so scared there. Oh my god. I thought I was about to fall into the cave system. Oh. Let's fight these skeletons. I need your bones. Mostly so I can tame more wolves. Come on. Fall. Fall, you stupid skeleton. Okay. I need to heal up. That's the main thing I need to do next. Is heal. Wait. Oh. I was wondering what that was. But it was just something that I had made. Alright. Let's go ahead and, I guess, put this here, and then grab down the shovel. So that way I can have a little bit of certainty. Okay, let's go ahead and mine up this hole right here, since that's the next thing I need on my priority list. Crap, I wish I had some sticks. That is like one of the main things I wish I had right now. So that way I could actually make more torches if I need it. Okay, let's gather up as much coal as I can. Okay, I should have a lot of coal down here. That is honestly really good. So let's go ahead and gather up this piece of coal right here. I really need to try and find more. Like, especially like iron and stuff. Yep, come up here, you stupid zombie. I know you have armor on, so that's easily the worst thing about you right now. Zombies aren't too particularly difficult to deal with, just mostly if they have armor. Yep, I'm not dealing with that. There's no way I'm dealing with any of that. I'm scared. I don't want to deal with any of those mobs. especially in a large contained group like that. Uh, Maybe I can deal with the creepers first. That would easily be the smartest thing to do right now. Uh, okay. I think that's a decent portion of them gone. Um, Thankfully the creeper got them, most of them anyways. Uh, okay. Let's get rid of this creeper. Since that's easily my biggest threat right now. And also the zombie too. Uh, okay. Well, at least I managed to avoid the creeper and the zombie at the same time. Since, they kind of killed each other at the same time. Okay, let's kill you, you stupid zombie. Uh, you know what? I think that this might be the biggest hot take I've ever had in my life. But honestly, I don't think the combat update that Minecraft had, I don't think it was that bad. I think most people were just overreacting with how bad it is. I just think that they were pretty much overreacting and just needed to calm down. Uh, yeah, it wasn't really that bad. Like, yeah, it had its bad elements, like changing up the entire structure of combat, but it wasn't as bad as people said it was. Okay. I need to place down a torch. Um, I need to get all this coal, copper, and maybe iron if there's any down here, so that way I can have as much resources as possible for whenever I need it. Um, which is honestly pretty soon. Uh, okay. Yeah, I always get scared whenever I see bats in these caves, because I always forget that they're harmless mobs. I always forget that for some reason. So let's just gather up this copper right here. Um, and then gather up whatever else I can. Hopefully I find some iron. So that way I can make more iron-related materials. Um, Wait. Oh, I thought I just saw some iron. Um, but it was just an illusion of my mind. Oh, I need to take care of this skeleton right here. Let's just go ahead and deal with you. Wow, it seems like they have auto-aim. Like, that's genuine bullcrap. It feels like the skeletons of this game have auto-aim. Well, at least that one zombie took itself out. Alright, let's go ahead and block this off, so that way I won't have to deal with too many more skeletons. Ooh, a name tag! I need those. And also a bucket, too. I need all of this. Alright, let's go ahead and gather up all this string, since I need that, too. Maybe I can even find a diamond or... I found a music disc. Oh my god. I am so lucky right now. Alright. Let's just continue down this cave. Hey, at least I found a mob spawner. That's honestly really cool that I managed to find one. Alright, I really had an eventful day, with all this caving, but I'm gonna take out this creeper right here so I won't have to deal with it. Alright. Let's go ahead and deal with this creeper so it won't explode on me, and also so I can do my outro. That's going to be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.